You're
I'm
doing okay
very
today? Good. How was Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great. I am happy to be in the full swing of holiday season and all the goodies and eating and festivities that come with that. It's very fun.
Were you with family? What do you do? I mean, are you with your family during the holidays? Were you with family Thanksgiving?
Yes, I was. I'm always with family for the holidays. I'm very blessed in that aspect. I have a big family. I'm the youngest of four, and so
Okay.
I have nieces and nephews, and it's a great time. Everybody cooks. Everybody's a great cook and brings their favorite dish, and it's just about the eating and hanging out. And my brothers are musicians, so they play music and entertain us. And yeah, it's just a really nice time with the family.
Now, do you have a must-have dish or dessert during the holidays?
So many. We need everything, but I can't live without my mom's apple pie.
Okay.
And she also bakes homemade bread, which is a game changer. Like once you have my mom's homemade bread, you can't go back to store bread.
Wow.
Um, so we do that, and then I usually do the turkey, and so I get that nice, crispy skin on it. And I always love doing the turkey, probably because I love the turkey the most. Everyone else is like, no, we can have lamb roast, we can have something else, and I'm like, you have to have the turkey.
Yes,
The one time a year where you get to have a giant turkey.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Now, where is home? You mentioned your mom and your family. You have a big family. Where is home?
Home is Los Angeles. So my
Okay.
parents come out, they've been married 50 years. And so they come out for the entirety of the winter, which is really nice. So they're here for all the holidays and they try to get out of the Maine cold, which is where they live, where I was born and raised, is in Maine. And
Okay.
so yeah, they come out and stay for the whole winter and it's really nice. So we get to do everything with them, and all of my siblings are also here in Southern California as well. So I'm very, very lucky.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Well, Miss Heather Hemmings, you are one of the most recognizable faces in Christmas movies. Hallmark movies have
Oh,
always been, yes, Hallmark movies have always been a staple. They're inspiring, you know. There's always a happy ending, love wins. Does it inspire you to, know that a wide range of viewers enjoy the Hallmark holiday movie tradition?
it really does. I find it so comforting that there are also other people out there seeking a happy ending, seeking the comfort watch. I myself love that type of entertainment. I don't watch blood and gore movies or TV shows. I'm not into the crime shows anymore. I kind of just want something comforting and peaceful when I get home at night and want something uplifting. So I find that that community of Hallmark fans that are looking for the same thing, we all really connect and resonate on that. Life is hard enough as it is, and I think we all tend to enjoy the moment where we can just sit down and take our mind off all of the chaos on the outside.
Now, can you relate to any of the characters that you've played throughout the years in any of the Christmas movies or any movies that you've done? Can you relate to any of the characters?
Absolutely. I mean, there's definitely a trope with the Hallmark movies where it's a successful woman needs to slow down to find love and all these things. I mean, yeah, that's me. Can't I can't deny it. It's definitely been something that has continuously come up in my life is how much am I going to work and where does that work life balance fall for me? And so I do connect with a lot of the characters through that dynamic.
Okay. Okay. Now, just now we did talk about food and, spice and dishes and delicious desserts. When you're on set and you see all the Christmas decorations and smell the apple cinnamon and hot cocoa, does that get you in the holiday spirit?
It does because we shoot a lot of these movies over the summer. And so,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, so it's a weird time to be bundled up in snow gear and sipping on hot cocoa with all these Christmas lights around you. But I find that it does. It brings out that festivity immediately. It's so easy for me to slip into that. And then you go outside and you're like, oh right, it's 80 degrees out. It's the middle of the summer. But I like being able to tap into that holiday spirit like any time of the year.
That's good. When did you realize this path was your calling?
I was a teenager when I started with musical theater,
Okay.
and I just knew early on. I guess I was 14 or 15 years old, and I really wanted to pursue it as a path. I had some encouragement from a mentor that I could do something like that. I didn't even know it was possible to have a career and be paid to do the things that I was enjoying at that time. And with the encouragement of a mentor and moving to Los Angeles at 18 years old, I struggled a bit, but ultimately have been able to hang tight to that special feeling of being an entertainer and getting to do what I love. It never gets old. Every time I walk on a new set, I pinch myself. I'm like, I get to do this for a living, and it's just a very special feeling. Something I always was chasing, and now that I have it, it's something that I hold on to very, very dearly.
So you watched a lot of Christmas movies growing up? I mean, do you have a special Christmas movie that you like, a favorite, like when
I
you were growing? Mhm,
Yes, Hallmark is actually very big in Maine where I grew up. So
mhm.
I know all of my mom's friends in the community, they were all very big Hallmark watchers. I myself grew up with Christmas movies like the Jim Carrey, The Grinch, Who Stole Christmas. I love that Christmas movie. I love A Christmas Story. Anything, it's just those fun comfort watches. The Home Alone movies, I watch every single one of them. Um, yeah, they're all nostalgic.
In the recently aired movie, November 28th, the Hallmark Christmas movie, The Snow Must Go On, you play a female lead. Tell us about the role.
Yes, so I play the guidance counselor at a high school where they're putting on the Christmas musical, and this is a high school musical gone wrong. So it was actually very fun growing up in musical theater to now be doing a movie about high school musical theater. So it was kind of a full circle moment for me. But it was a very fun role, and I tried to help pull this play back together before the Christmas show. And I hire a out of work Broadway actor to come in and direct it and help the kids. And he and I have a love connection, and then he ends up being just not quite who we hope that he is. But at the end of the day, it's a very, very funny music performance filled movie that the whole family can sit down and watch together because there's so many ages represented in the storylines, and I think that's really fun for the family.
Mhm. Now, I was going to ask you, and you mentioned about the singing and everything. How did you feel? I mean, I guess it felt almost like home with all the singing and performances on stage and the makeup, the theatrical makeup on the students.
Absolutely. It was definitely a vibe that I'm very familiar with. I
Mhm.
myself was not singing in the film, and watching everyone do these big musical numbers, I started to miss my musical theater roots. And so it actually inspired me to take some voice lessons this summer, and I've got my voice back because if I haven't sang in years, and so use it or lose it, I guess. And so I've been trying to get my voice back, and then I actually sang on the Hallmark Christmas Cruise just a few weeks ago as my first performance back. So that was really fun in front of 4,000 people. I sang a Broadway song, and I was very nervous, but I think it went well. And I was very proud of myself for, stepping out of my comfort zone years and years later to attempt something like that. It was very fun.
Mhm. What do you do? You said you were nervous. What do you do? Do you focus on something or what's going on in your mind? All those people looking at you.
Yes, well, I've learned to work with my nerves because I've been an auditioning actor for so long. And so being nervous is something you just have to get used to it. And there's always jitters for an audition or your first day on set. So I tend to over prepare. I find that I'll sleep better at night if I know that I have done everything that I can to prepare for that opportunity. So, like with the song, I worked with the vocal coach and I went over the song over and over with the musical director. And at some point, you got to just go, okay, I've done everything I can. And now it's up to God whether this goes well or not. And you have to just let it go. You take some deep breaths, and then once you get on the stage and you're in the performance, the nerves instantly go away. But it is those moments leading up to getting on stage that are very nerve-wracking, and honestly, if I knew a way to stop it, I would I would have by now. But it's just something as performers I think that we deal with, and it's also something that motivates us because
Mhm.
that anxiety, that nervousness makes me work harder to ensure that I'm going to do the best that I can for a performance.
How is it working with the students on stage, on set? How is it working with them?
It was amazing. They're just young professionals like any other actor on the set. They were extremely prepared, so talented, so professional, and very very funny. I wasn't expecting them to have such big, personalities and really kind of open up on set, but they were very fun to hang out with. And then when the cameras are rolling and it was time to be serious, they needed no encouragement to be professional and do their job. They were awesome. Very impressive.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Now, you mentioned a background of theater. Have you been on Broadway? I mean, have you been to any Broadway shows in New York?
Yes, yes,
You
I've
have.
been to
Okay.
several Broadway shows. I love going to a show. I did some theater early on here in LA, but the theater scene here isn't quite as active uh, as I would have liked to be able to pursue something like that. But I think about going auditioning for a Broadway show at some point. I think that would be a very fun experience. I'm always looking for something new to challenge myself, something new to try, and I definitely think that's on the list for the next coming years.
Good. That's good. Now, your 2024 Hallmark hit Christmas Under the Lights. Okay. It joins Netflix 2025 movie lineup. Also, it's expanding your reach with global audience premiere. How do you feel about that? That must be exciting.
It's very exciting. I love that Netflix picked up our special little movie. That movie is really important to me because the storyline focuses actually on a heavier subject matter than we're used to seeing on Hallmark. My character's mom has passed away, and it's right before the holidays. So this is her first holiday without her mother, and she's really trying to process how do you get through the holidays after you've lost a loved one. And I think so many people around the country and around the world deal with loss on a daily basis, and the holidays are especially difficult. And so I was very happy to have been provided this storyline where we can really dig into the more difficult aspects of the holidays that a lot of people face and don't talk about. And then, of course, it still has the Hallmark happy ending, which was really nice as well.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. So let's talk about you being the founder and CEO of California Undies. What, congratulations with that. What does the name mean, California? What does that mean?
I think it's more of a lifestyle than just a name. It came to me as part of an aesthetic of California living, I guess. I think that California tends to be, the entertainment capital of the world. A lot of styles and fashion come out of Los Angeles and California in general. And so this California style is just meant to lightly symbolize the type of feeling and freedom that that I feel California has instilled in me. And I tried to infuse that into the undies in the sense that they're cutting edge on the style category for period underwear. They're comfortable, they're luxurious, and they are fashion forward in a way that a lot of products that come out of California are. And but further than the name, I think it's just a feeling. And I was so happy to create something that just symbolizes the empowerment of women, helpful through the process of our most difficult days. Something that I just felt all around was a product that I know has helped me, and and I hope that with a catchy name, and they're all under $35. I just hope that all of the things create the perfect storm for people to be able to become aware of this product.
Well, what started it? I mean, what inspired the idea for the undies?
So I was diagnosed with fibroids a few years ago, back in I think it was 2022, and I was having very difficult time working, 15, 16 hours on set and being able to not stain my costume, the wardrobe that I was wearing. And so I started wearing period underwear, and I was very unenthusiastic about the options that I was finding. They're granny panty style, just plain cotton, no designs on them. And I like cute underwear any time of the month. So I was like, why aren't there any cute period panties? And I started looking and looking, and I couldn't find them. And I was like, no way. There's no way that no one is making cute period panties. And no one was. And I was just like, I'm going to make them. I'm going to make them. I'm going to wear them. Other ladies must be looking for them too. This is what I'm what I'm going to do, and I haven't stopped.
That's amazing. That really is. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of ladies will be very happy because, you do want to feel sexy. Not just,
Yeah.
you want to feel sexy all the time. So that's really nice. That's really nice. Where can the undies be purchased?
They are on California and be available on Amazon as well.
Amazon and okay. And I'm sure everyone's looking forward to more Christmas movies to come. This is
Yeah.
something that's, looked for every year, every Christmas. It's such a wonderful time of year, like you said earlier, yes, it can be very emotional. Some, people, it's hard. This time of year is hard. But it's also good to know that we have the movies to calm us and keep us warm. Okay.
Yeah.
But thanks again. It was so good meeting with you. Thank you. And I
Oh,
hope you
thank you so
enjoy your
much.
Christmas.
It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for the wonderful chat.